Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having an incredible day or night in Jesus. This is the New Greek English Interlinear New Testament. And what this is the UBS, United Bible Society's 5th edition, the Nestle Zollin 28th edition, the New Revised Standard Version New Testament, and also a literal English rendering of the Interlinear, kind of like George Rickerberry, kind of like J.P. Green in that standard edition Hendrickson does, but it's going to be coming with the eclectic text instead of the Byzantine Textus Receptus. And so the translators are Robert K. Brown and, of course, the very significant Philip W. Comfort in those realms. Robert K. Brown probably is as well. I'm just not quite as acquainted. And then the editor is J.D. Douglas. And I really like him as like an editor. I think he's done some Bible dictionary and different things. And then Jonathan W. Bryant. And so let me just read to you this, then we'll open it up. Take a look. The latest edition of the most widely used Greek New Testament text, the UBS 5th edition, the Nestle Zollin 28th edition, a literal gloss of each Greek word, the text of the New Revised Standard Version in parallel, textual notes highlighting significant variant readings, and Old Testament quotations. So it's kind of a new translation in that the interlinear. I know for a long time that's all I would read is I wanted the pure Word of God, so I'd use an interlinear, but use like Rickerberry's or J.P. Green's. I believe that's the closest text base. But we're not zooming in currently, but I will say that the New Revised Standard Version text in the margin is probably a 7-point print or so. It's not very big. Now the Greek text is very dark, very deep, and it's probably closer to 8.5-point text. And then the literal translation that is beneath the Greek text, it's not above like maybe some, this beneath the Greek text is very light, but it is bigger than the New Revised Standard, and I'm going to guess it may be 8.5 as well, but it is not as dark as the Greek text. So you're kind of getting 3 Bibles in one here, and this is a way too, if you're learning Greek or something, kind of read along. Like I'm looking at the word in Greek, cranion, which is place of the skull. Cranion topos. I used to read Greek a lot. I don't much anymore, so I'm not up on it. Like Barabbas it's Barabbas. It's just transliterated. And Jesus. And so it does have some textual notes, such as at the bottom on occasion. I'll try to read some of these textual notes to you. It's very small print, maybe 6.5, but it's dark print as well. So the longer ending of Mark 16:9 through 20 is found in many manuscripts, is included in all English versions. The 2 earliest manuscripts, Vaticanus and Sinaiticus, that's debatable, stop at 16:8. But there's some nuances there. Vaticanus has a blank page like it's supposed to be there. Some manuscripts contain a shorter ending to Mark after 16 and 8. In one manuscript, the freer Gospels, which some date that to 200 AD, I know Wilbur Pickering does, contain the longer ending after 6:9 with a major addition after 16:14. See in RSV and maybe margin and NLT margin for this rendering. And so get to the Gospel of Luke. It does not have book introductions in here. It does have a lot of room to write, like at the bottom, top, sides, where the NRSV doesn't take the whole text because it's kind of a paragraph format. It gives you a lot of room to make notes at the top. And this is extraordinarily well done. Like, it's laying flat here. I'm not even to Matthew 1. It's got the preface to the NRSV. Some are interested in that. And it has like different moods and all of this. Procedures and symbols to the English translation. Introduction to the New Greek English Interlinear of the New Testament. As a gnat flies around, it's got a little thing from Bruce Metzger. Of course, it's not going to be a red letter. Let's see what it says, 1 John, maybe some of these notes. Like verse 14, is it? The text. Anyhow, I'm seeing RSV, NRSV, ESV, NASB, on and on, NEB, REB, NAB, NLT, CSB, on and so forth. But this is going to be what a lot of modern scholarship is going to say is the current Greek text, even though, isn't there like hundreds of places, according to Reuben Swanson, that have no Greek manuscript evidence at all in here, something like that. It can also help those who have very little knowledge of Greek but want a basic word-for-word translation of the Greek New Testament. So I'll read to you this. The 28th edition of the Nestle's Allen text is Barbara Allen, Kurt Allen, Johannes Karandopoulos, Carlo M. Martini. He's Catholic, and that's a lot of people are like, But Bruce M. Metzger, not the fact that he's Catholic, they would say that maybe he's trying to influence it with theology, that kind of thing, but maybe all of them are. So it's put out by Tyndall House, and this is just something good. It tells who did the translating of the Gospels, Acts, Hebrews, Phil Comfort, John, Paul's epistles, general epistles, Revelation, and textual notes. Yeah, Phil Comfort, did the People's Study Bible way back in the day, which was one of the first textual critical Bibles, but good size. It's not too big. So when you study the Bible, I would say this is the wrong Greek text, but you may still find it valuable. You may have come to the conclusion it's the right Greek text. So anyhow, God bless you. The New Greek English Interlinear New Testament, UBS 5th edition, NA 28th edition, literal English rendering, New Revised Standard Version as well. God bless you. We'll see you. Bye-bye.